a friend. Call me again. Call me any time of day.
Hey everyone, it's Sniffthen. So if you are experiencing a little bit of the winter blues like I am, I thought maybe I would cheer you up today by showing you my fall and winter Middle Eastern perfume collection. A little bit of a disclaimer, I live in a very old house and it was built in 1980, and the realtor neglected to tell us that there is a very 1980s facet to this back room. It is kind of my little studio slash guest room slash craft room. Those are all my Middle Eastern fragrance boxes. I'm looking for something to do with them shortly for my crafts. And then inside that closet is my spring and summer collection. But today, I thought we would just quickly go through my fall and winter fragrances. I'm not going to hit every single one. I'm not going to spray all of them, but just so you know what I have, just a quick overview. The majority of these are Middle Eastern fragrances. They're very affordable, and I thought I'd just go through a few of them with you. So this is new to me. This is December Vanilla from Paris Corner, I believe. It is a spicy vanilla, and it is absolutely stunning. It's quickly becoming one of my favorites. Peace and Love. I got this is Latafa Pride, and I got this pretty recently. I like it. It's a lot more airy, a lot more generic smelling than I expected it to, but it's a really nice feminine vanilla. Smoked Oud and vanilla is, oh my gosh, it is so rich and so expensive smelling. This is from Maison Alhambra, and I'm not quite sure what it's duping. I'll put it on the screen, but it is a phenomenal scent. Very, very money scent. It smells like someone who's wearing a suit or a very nice dress with heels. I would say this is really unisex and it's fabulous. Minya Coco Lush from Paris Corner as well. It is like a Charosa 62 dupe, or maybe an Ariana Grande dupe, a cloud dupe. It's good. I've smelled it before, so when I smelled it, I was like, okay, this is really nice, but I don't know. It's not super special to me. I'll wear it, but it's not woo. Montaigne Coco duping this, whatever that is, and it is absolutely beautiful. Very vanilla, a little bit of cocoa scent, super super pretty. Then we have Maison Asrar's Fakima. It's meant to dupe this, and it's a beautiful bottle. I really, really, really like the bottle here. It's Sunday afternoon, so I'm just in sweats and hanging out, but I thought, why not film while I have a chance? Super pretty juice color. It's maturing very nicely, very marshmallow fluff. It's yummy. I really like it. We have Swiss Arabian Shagaf Oud Tanka, and it is a beast. It's super strong vanilla, almond, like a marzipan scent. I absolutely love this one. I get compliments every time I wear it, and it's one that is really strong, but it doesn't smell offensive to me. It's just a bright feminine scent, and I don't feel uncomfortable wearing it to work. We've got French Coffee by Al Rehab. It's a super strong, realistic coffee scent. I have heard that a lot of people like to layer this, but I'm not gonna lie, I just like to come here and smell it. I probably wouldn't spray this all over my body and go out because people might look at me strange. And in another way, this one kind of gives me that same vibe. The Paris Corner Emir Cherry Cola. It smells just like cherry Coke. It's very realistic to me. I just don't know why you would want to smell like cherry Coke, but I don't know why you wouldn't at the same time. And that's kind of how I feel about this one. It's yum, yum, yum. Then I have Khamra and Khamra Kawa, and one of these has coffee in it. This is Khamra Kawa. This is the newer one. This one is just really cinnamony and spicy and warm. Definitely a winter scent, as is this one. Most people prefer that little note of coffee to cut through some of the sweetness. I actually think I prefer just Khamra by itself. Unpopular opinion, but I've sniffed them over and over and over. I've worn them both, and I have just decided that I need to be comfortable with that I like Khamra better. But this is Paris Corner Ministry of Gourmand Tiramisu Speculoos. It's delightful. Speculoos, I learned, is actually a type of cookie, and so this really is like a cookie butter scent. It's got a lot of coffee in it. So you get that tiramisu note, but it's not as coffee as the French coffee we were just talking about from Al Rehab. It's cookie butter and it's very gourmand and I really, really like it. I don't mind wearing that at all. Pistache, this is, not, to my knowledge, not a Middle Eastern fragrance, but I got it first. And I really was craving a pistachio scent before the pistachio explosion. And this one's a really good one. I work in education actually, and a little girl hugged me and was like, "Oh my gosh, you smell like cookies." And so it's a very realistic biscotti scent with that nutty accord in there. This is Paris Corner Minya. It is good. It's again just good. It's probably like a 7 out of 10 for me. It smells really good. I like it. I would recommend it, but it's not something that I think about a lot. Then we have Bayin Al Azrar, which is a very polarizing scent. It's supposed to be Amouage Guidance dupe, but I've never smelled that, so I don't know. What I can tell you is this smells like an older church woman, in my experience, with like who has just finished eating a nutty cookie or something. There's a nut smell in here that actually is really pleasant to me, but there's part of this is just too mature smelling. So I'm letting it mature itself a little bit before I give any final thoughts. But so far it's like, I could see how people love this, but I'm just not quite there myself yet. We have some more pistachio scents back here. We have Higher Pistachio, Paris Corner. It's a lot more light and airy than the next one, which is Luscious from Fragrance World. I really like this scent, but it's not as nutty as I would have hoped it would be, as it a fragrance that is promoting itself as pistachio. There definitely is a pistachio scent. It's a Kylie Yum Pistachio Gelato dupe. I just don't get a lot of the gelato in there. It is sweet though. It's just a lot more airy than I was hoping. I really like Luscious a lot better because they added a peanut scent, a peanut note in there, and it's really, really nutty. It's super gourmand and deep and rich and creamy, and I love this one. This is probably my favorite pistachio perfume that I own. Sweet Paradise is underrated in my opinion. It has a nut smell to me as well, with a lot of flower accords. It is not a gourmand as a result, but oh my goodness, it is beautiful. I love this smell. It smells like a warm hug to me without that gourmand feel. It's just a bright and sunny woman who has the best of intentions and just wants to help, and not in a Dolores Umbridge kind of facade way, but in a I am just a genuine good-hearted person kind of way. I don't know why I feel that way. I just do. I love this smell so much. Then we have Ginger Biscuit. Nope, it's not. It's Ginger Babe, which is a Jo Malone Ginger Biscuit dupe. It smells like gingerbread house, actual, definite gourmand, super Christmassy scent. Really like it. Frenetic Delicieuse is delicious, like the title says. It is beautiful. I get a mainly cinnamon note, which sounds gross, but to be honest, it smells very well balanced and really well done. It's in my gourmand section because of that cinnamon note, but I would not call this a gourmand. I think it is a sexy, sexy smell, very feminine, very beautiful. Paris Corner. Now we come to Banana Bliss. This one people say smells like banana bread. They say it smells like BO. They say it smells weird. They say lots of things about it. I do get a banana note in here, but I do also agree that it smells really similar. Something about it, not all the way, but something about it smells very caramel popcorny, like in Creamy Biscuit. Both of these have that scent. This one is much stronger and smells like I'm at the movie theater, sneaking in something sweet to go on my popcorn, like a I don't know, a super buttery drizzle. There's a lot more of a butter accord in here. This one has a little bit more of that caramel accord, but they're both extra gourmand, heavy gourmand, and extremely polarizing as a result. These smell like not like perfume. They smell like food. And if you don't mind that, which I absolutely don't, then don't listen to the haters because it's so good. Cake Temptations has, I don't like it as much as Creamy Biscuit. It's a lot better, however, than a lot of people are making it out to sound. I like this fragrance. I think it smells really good. There's a little bit of like lemony cake in here. It's not like Empire Victor lemon cake. That's like lemon pound cake. This is not as sweet and not as well blended and not as lemony either as Empire Victor is, which is here, a khalaj. Empire Victor. This is a lot of vanilla. It's a lot less gourmand. It's kind of creamy, and I definitely prefer Empire Victor much more over my Cake Temptations. But Cake Temptations is not as bad as everyone was making it out to be, in my opinion. Then we have Ladath. I went crazy the first time I smelled this. I was like, why is this not all over the internet? It is a rose lemon scent, but it has some sort of creamy note as well. I don't know if it's like tonic, but it's just a super interesting scent. Then after I let it sit, I mean, I always rate my perfumes when I unbox them, and I was like 10, 12 out of 10, 12 out of 10. Oh my gosh, this is amazing. And then that citrus note, that super strong lemon at the beginning never died down, and it just seemed to get stronger somehow, to the point where it got a little cloying and it started to bother me. And so I'm unsure about how I feel about this, because although the opening was extremely, extremely pleasant and that rose scent is very strong, when you mix that citrus with it, I just kind of expected it to go down a little bit, and it didn't. So we'll see how I feel about that later on. Now I've got my current favorites, Latte Abiad by Hekiat Adder and Taskeen Lactia Divina. These are really, really similar smelling. This has a little bit more of a spice to it than Latte Abiad. This is more just like straight milk to me. They're both dupes of Blanche Bette, which I am not interested in designer fragrances, but if I was, that's the one I would get right now. I love these so much. I cannot stress enough how much I love them. They're affordable, they're long lasting, they are so comforting to me. I wear one on each arm usually. So I can tell you that they are not 100% similar by any means, but they both give that same vibe. They just have been so, it's a comfort scent to me, and I have been thoroughly enjoying them lately. Then we have this weirdo. This was my favorite in my collection for a really long time. This is Vous Patisserie by Paris Corner, and I went nuts over it until I realized that the smell I was smelling was so wonderful because it smelled like cilantro, and I love Mexican food because I live in Texas. And I realized that from other people's reviews, it was supposed to smell like a Paris bakery and all this gourmand stuff. And of course, patisserie's in the title. And I thought to myself, it doesn't smell like a patisserie. It just smells like just cilantro. So I've been letting it sit, and as I smelled it right before I filmed this video, it's actually starting to smell quite different, but it needs some more sitting. It's not done, I can tell, although I still really enjoy what I get, and I've worn this a few times. Someone told me I smelled like celery, so, there's that. Take that for what it's worth. I just got Giggle Puff and cherries. I actually unboxed them, and it was a hot mess of a video, so I decided not to post it. But great. Love them, love them, love them, love them. This is a sour, strong cherry. It's supposed to be a Tom Ford Lush Cherries dupe. I can't attest to that. Giggle Puff is supposed to be a House of Sillage Hufflepuff dupe. I love both of these. They are wonderful scents. This is a super gourmand lemon cake with icing on it type of vibe. And I'm super glad about the addition to both of these to my collection. Then we've got Lamsat Harir. I got this on Samin Sheikh's recommendation, and wanted to cry when I got it because it smelled disgusting, and I questioned my life choices and what happened. This is the first time that I got something and disagreed with her, and also just was like, wow, people have different noses. I can't handle it, because this is consistently mentioned in her videos as a favorite of all time. She said it smelled like a girl chewing Hubba Bubba on ice skates and drinking cherry Coke. And I thought, oh my gosh, that sounds like such a fun, flirty scent. I can't wait. And it smelled absolutely disgusting. It did not smell like gasoline or tar or burnt rubber or any of the things that people say that a needing to mature scent smells like. It just smelled gross, like a lot of flowers that were really poorly blended and just cheap chemicals thrown together. And since she told me this was a grocery or like a gasoline station type scent, I was like, man, I just don't get how she likes it. Okay, so cut to a month later, and it smells exactly like she said it was. It is wonderful. It's amazing. I'm obsessed. Long story short, maturation is a thing. It is for real. And now I am a full believer. I've experienced it myself. And so it's not just words on the internet anymore. I can tell you from having all these fragrances for different periods of time that it is real. If you don't like it, you may not like the scent profile, but just let it do its thing for a while before you're sure that you're gonna chuck it out or sell it or whatever you're gonna do. We have Choco Musk. It smells like definite cereal from the 90s. If you know, you know. All the chocolate cereal. This one, super underrated. Lafite Intoxicate. Holy monkey. Everyone says this is an angel share dupe. No, 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 no. It doesn't smell anything like angel share to me. There are some spices in there, and that's where this ends. This smells so truly intoxicating. It smells rich. It smells expensive. It smells, oh my gosh, it smells almost like it has like a bubblegum note in it somehow with all of the spices. It is just bright, but also sexy. And this is one of my top favorites. And I surely was not expecting that when I unboxed it because I hadn't heard anybody talk about this. So love, so glad I have it. Don't have anything like it in my collection. We got Nebris, supposed to be an eyelash dupe. Love it. Also a comfort scent with a little bit more chocolate and red berries. Fabulous, fabulous. Kisa Delicious is also a chocolate scent. It's a lot more chemical chocolate smell than actual chocolate smell, but it does have that mousse feel, that whipped dessert feel. Smells excellent. I love it. If you have not seen Eclair, you are not in the Middle Eastern fragrance world. This has been going viral for, I don't know, forever now. This is one of the must-haves in everybody's collection. I like it. It's not as strong or as yummy as I thought everyone, going gaga over it would be. It's good. I like it. I wear it. I get compliments. I enjoy it, but to me, this is like an 8.5 out of 10, not a 12 out of 10, like everyone would have you seem like it would be. Cherry bouquet, lots of cherries. Badi al Oud Sublime. This is Afnan. This is Latafa. This is Latafa as well. Mayar Cherry Intense. We have Lovely Cherie, which is now like called Forbidden Love because they got in trouble, I think, by Maison Alhambra, which is also Latafa. And then Paris Corner Ophidian Black Cherry. Definitely Black Cherry is my favorite one because it's very goth, it's very deep, it's very bubbly almost. It almost has a cherry coke feel similar to this, but it's a lot darker, more mysterious, sexy, sexy to me. This one is super strong cherry. I like it, but I don't know that I would want to smell like it and go out. This one is a beautiful perfume. It's a cherry perfume and it's very well done. It smells rich. It smells good. It smells well blended. I love the bottle. It's heavy and beautiful. Love it. Badi Alub Sublime is Eden Juicy Apple. I don't know why I put it in the cherry other than that it's red and I don't know. I wasn't thinking about it. But it's also bright and sunny and happy. And to me, this is an all year scent, but I put it here because I just wanted to wear it for the fall. And so I've worn the crap out of this lately. And then my Cherry Intense, people say it smells like cherry jam, and they're right. I don't get a medicine scent out of this at all, like some people have claimed. I actually really, really, really enjoy that one, and I think it's one of my favorites. Here's the 80s tub. You know what they got up to in here, y'all. In 1981, they were like having a party, and if you know, you know. And that is not my vibe, but it always makes me laugh when I come in here because wow. Anyway, what a time. Okay, so I've got a few oils from Khadlaj. This one is the non-viral Harim Al Sultan Blue. It's kind of masculine to me, a little bit more than the Harim Al Sultan Gold, but or I guess it's silver. But I really like the scent still. Then we have these two. I don't really remember the names. I'm sorry. I like them both. One is kind of nutty and one is super floral and fruity. I do like both of these, and I will give them more of a try. They're pretty recent, but I do remember really liking them. Next, we have Sawar, and this is from a new to me brand, and I believe they are Saudi Arabian, Le Bonheur Perfumes, and pardon me if I mispronounce anything. I'm just a girl on the internet, so, whatever. This is Sawar. It has notes of cardamom, fig, black tea, if that tells you anything. It is not the same as Liam Gray, which I have, or Niche Emirati Antique, which I also have right here. These are some of my favorite scent profiles. I just love them. If I had a signature scent, it would be somewhere in this realm, more than likely. I just love the way they smell. Sawar is not the same as these two. These are really, really similar, for sure. I'm not going to lie. This one has something else going for it. It has a little more spice in there, a little more complexity and depth, in my opinion. I love all three, however, and I'm so impressed with the presentation and the bottle itself and the juice inside that I will definitely be purchasing more from Le Bonheur, even though this is the only bottle that I currently own. Okay, these are Mystique Bouquet by Afnan, one of my top favorite scents. It's extremely feminine, it's extremely floral, it's extremely sexy. It's a definite crowd pleaser. It's not a department store scent, but it's really close to that level of crowd pleasing. I think most people will enjoy this, but I'm not bored when I wear it. There's something interesting and memorable about it, and that sets it apart from some of my other fragrances, especially in my spring and summer line. Sensuous Night is exactly what it is. It's sexy, it's sensuous, it's dark, definitely super floral, very pretty, very crowd pleasing as well. Then we have Cotton Abyed by Mamlakat Al Oud. I think it is supposedly a dupe for something I can't recall right now, but I'll put it on the screen. It's light, airy, nice, but it's a little sweet to me for spring and summer. So I put it in my, not gourmand, but just sweet. So I put it in my fall and winter scents. Okay, next we have Rifakat Paris Corner. This is one of my top favorite scents. It is a showstopper. People go nuts over this. People say that it's unisex, but I could see that for sure. It's really spicy. It's really vanilla. It's extremely special to me. I don't think I'll ever be without Rifakat in my collection. I'm just obsessed with it. Then we have Rare Passion. Rare Passion is an Afnan scent. It smells very feminine, kind of fruity and floral, super nice. Then we have a couple of Fragrance World dupes of Maison Francis Kurkdjian. We have Barakat Satin Oud and Barakat Gentle Gold. Worth purchasing if you like the original. This one is a little bit more feminine to me. This is a little more masculine leaning to me. Both, however, are definitely unisex. Next, we have Karis Secret Musk, and this is by Khadlaj. Love it, love it, love it, love it. It smells sexy. It smells kind of powdery. It smells very vanilla. So all I can say is it smells like most of Khadlaj's stuff, which is just extremely well made. There's no alcohol smell in here, so you can just, like, the minute it shipped, it was ready to be worn, and I appreciate that. It just smells like a wealthy woman. Then we have Teriyaki and Teriyaki Intense. I definitely like Teriyaki Intense better than Teriyaki. I love the bottles. I know some people don't like snakes because that's what they say on the internet, but I love the snakes. I think they're super cool. They're super mysterious and sexy. That's how I feel about the Ophidian range bottles as well. I just think they're neat. Good scents. Definitely not the same. So you can smell two totally different scents with both of them. Moira, and I have Moira as well. I wish that I could say it correctly. Moira is definitely masculine to me. I was a little disappointed when I got it because it's so spicy and dark scented, and it's got a lot of complexity as well because of those spices. It's very resinous, that I don't know how often I'm going to be able to pull this off and wear this, but I do love the scent. It's really beautiful. Then we have Moira Silky Rose, which is one of my favorite feminine flirty scents in my collection. It just smells like an it girl. It smells like a sweet girl. It smells like innocence and flirtiness to me. I really like it. Okay, next, we've got Avant Silk, which is a newer Maison Alhambra release. It's supposed to be a Queen of Silk dupe from Creed. I absolutely love this. It is wonderful. It's got a little bit of a smoke to it, but it's not as strong as some of the Oudi scents, the resinous scents that I have, the more masculine scents. Definitely not. It's wonderful. Speaking of, Kahila Lux is Amber Invite Only Kaoli dupe, and it is beautiful. This one has a lot of smoke, a lot of incense in it, and that ambery warmth that still makes this, to me, definitely unisex. I'm very happy to wear it. It doesn't have a lot of longevity, I've noticed, which kind of shocked me because of the scent profile, but love it. Then we have Ishkashu Gold from Latafa. It is a strong, loud beast scent. I love this scent. It also has a lot of spice, a lot of smoke, a lot of yumminess. I would wear this one no problem. I could see how a lot of people might think it's more masculine because, again, of its scent profile, but I love it and wear it no problem. We have Orientica Amber Rouge. These are some of my favorite bottles. I cannot handle how beautiful these bottles are. But I know that a lot of people will not be interested in this anymore because it's a Baccarat Rouge 540 dupe. However, It's so sweet and fruity. I love this smell. All the Orienticas, in my opinion, are very, very, very well done, and the price reflects that. They're a little bit more on the expensive side of affordable, so you're looking at like $60 instead of 20 or 30. Worth it, in my opinion. Next, we've got Shagaf for ladies. This is not Shagaf Oud. Really nice. Again, crowd pleasing, feminine scent. Not gonna disturb anybody. I think that most people would like this. We have Opera Noir Lour from Khalaj. I absolutely love this smell. I wish that I could describe it to you. I cannot get enough of this smell. Super feminine, super sexy. The noir lure is right. Then we have Sakina and Iman. I do not have higher for some reason, but these are from the same collection from Latafa. Sakina and Iman, I feel, are both underrated as well. A lot of people don't like them. I'm just going to be honest, but I love them. Sakina is extremely strong, extremely in your face. It's extremely floral and flirty and fruity. It's a super strong fruit. There are some florals in here, but it's fruity. If you don't like really strong fruits, stay away from this because it's a very, very, very strong scent. I love it. I think it's wonderful. It's got a burst of just juiciness to me. I really enjoy it. Iman is a lot more mature than Sakina. It's dark, it's old, it's mature, it's sexy. It's a very mature woman who is confident in who she is and doesn't give a shit what anybody says. Okay, next we have Maison Alhambra's Anarch. It's super floral. There's something almost soapy in here. It smells weirdly masculine to me, even though it definitely is unisex because there's something white floral about it as well. Some note in here is not my favorite. It's okay. Okay, we have Dira Morty from Ardal Zaffarin. Not my favorite. Ardal Zaffarin is cheaper, and they make some perfumes that are just needing to mature for a long time. I've had this one for probably close to 2 months now, and I just sprayed it, and it still smells like strong, strong alcohol and extremely strong florals. Maybe on the chopping block to go. So that's how I feel about that. Then we have Mia Dolcezza. Dolcezza. I was so excited to get this because it had some super interesting smelling notes. And yet, while I do smell each of the notes individually, there is such a strong singular note that takes over this entire fragrance so much. And it's a white or a yellow floral. I'm not sure which note it is, but it drives me crazy and it makes this smell really unpleasant to me. And I don't enjoy it, even though it has some coffee notes underneath and all of these beautiful, promising scent profile blended together. It's all underneath it. I can smell that and I really enjoy that, but there's something that is sticking out so strong from this fragrance right now, and it is newer, so I'm going to let it mature a little bit, but I'm not enjoying it right now. You guys are probably laughing. I Ajwad is one of the earliest fragrances I got, and I was so excited to get this bottle, to learn about Latafa. It was really cheap, and I was like, yay, and I smelled it. And I wanted to cry because it was so bad. That metallic note that everyone talks about is there. However, with maturation, I love this scent, and B, even beforehand, I had to keep sniffing it. There's something addictive about this smell, even though it's super unpleasant at first, and I would not want to smell like this. It's also quite masculine because of that metallic note, in my opinion. But I will never get rid of this. I love it. It's interesting. It's different, and I actually enjoy it. Okay, next we have Al Haramain Amber Oud. It's yummy. It's very good. Definitely unisex. Maybe even leaning a little more feminine. It's Amber Oud Gold. That's important because the color, a lot of them are Amber Oud, and this is the gold edition. I'd like to get the white one at some point. Very pleasant. I have this smell in my collection over and over again. Then we have Hair by Paris Corner. This is the original, very masculine, very aromatic, if I remember correctly. Just super resinous, and I'm not quite sure that I'll ever wear that. We'll see what happens here, but I just got it not too long ago, so I'm going to let it sit. I do feel like this is something I might end up giving to my husband, however. Oud Mood. Y'all, why did you not tell me about this? It is, okay, anything labeled Oud Mood, I'm expecting it to be an extremely strong oud scent. And while there is some oud in here, it's so sweet and I love it. It's very well done. I really enjoy this scent quite a bit. It's sweet, it smells good. I will probably use this whole bottle because it's fun and it's just great. I like it. Nishit, super polarizing. I'm shocked that everyone likes it as much as they do. even though I have to agree. But the reason that it shocks me is because there is such a strong note of star anise in here, which, if you don't know, is like black licorice scent, that I thought it would drive everyone away. I love it, and it's interesting to me because of it. I love this smell. It reminds me of going to Turkey and having raka drinks with some of my family and friends over there. And it just reminds me of a good time. To me, because of this, it's kind of a flirty, fun, quirky little scent, and I thoroughly enjoy it. Janoon Noir from Al Haramain is sultry, sexy, feminine, 100%. Definite date night kind of scent. Also fall and winter, though, specifically because it's kind of that noir scent. Alarit Gold by Latafa has a lot of oud and resins in here, and for that reason could be considered extremely masculine. I don't think so. It smells like a lot of the scents that I have for fall and winter, and I will happily wear this. I like it. Probably won't wear any oud fragrances to work because, again, I work in Texas in a school district, and so I don't want to be super strong with my scents. But I thoroughly, thoroughly, thoroughly enjoy a lot of these oud scents that are coming up and that I've shown you already. So I've got Ophidian Sweet Surrender, which is not at all, to my nose, like Nebras Gold. I don't think this smells like Eilish in the slightest. I think it's a lot more airy. It's a lot less gourmand, and it has a little bit more of a masculine vibe than Nebras Gold does as well. I love this one. I think it is a delicious smell. It's not, it does kind of, I see how it's a flanker with Ophidian Black Cherry because they both do kind of have that gothic vibe. This one is a lot more seductive and sexy to me. This one, though, is like the girl that's out with, the it girl. And she ain't trying to get with nobody that night. She's just trying to have fun, dance all night, and look sexy from afar. We've got Nudo Exotic Flowers, and every single person that I have seen review this has laughed at how ridiculous this bottle is compared to the juice inside, because the juice inside is definitely unisex. It's smoky, it's got a tobacco scent, it's very seductive and beautiful, and it could not be more different than the vibe of this really cute, kitsch packaging. Body Allude Amethyst was one that took me a while to wrap my mind around. At first, I thought it was kind of nasty. It was kind of gross. I've never smelled anything like it. I wasn't a fan. And then as it matured, as I tried it out, it really just kind of kept sticking in my mind, and I couldn't get it out of my mind. And I realized that it's actually quite feminine, quite seductive. There's a little bit of there's a little bit of oud in here, I believe, but there's a lot of rose in here. It's just dark and sexy. And I let my cousin come in and take, out of all of the fragrances I have, any one that she wanted. And this is the one she chose. It cracked me up because at first I was like, oh, thank God she didn't take one of my favorites, which is fine because I was going to repurchase it anyway. But when she took this, I had to think long and hard about if I wanted to replace it. And I missed it. I really missed it in my collection. So this is actually my second bottle because I gave it away to my cousin and realized that I can't be without it. I love it. There's something very special about this fragrance, and I think it is a classic. Okay, Wing Lady went on about Shamoki Gold. She said, you gotta have it. She was right. It's definitely something to it that I really can't identify. I love the bottle. It's so cool. But there's something to it that I really can't identify that is smoky kind of underneath. It's definitely got a lot of feminine scent to it. It's different than anything I've ever had. I'll put the notes on the screen so you can see what I'm talking about. And I wish that I had the notes in front of me because I just don't know how to describe this fragrance otherwise. It's just something, there's something very pleasant about this smell, and I don't really know how to describe it right now. Okay, this is Amber Oud Tobacco from Al Haramain, and I love it. It's definitely like a dry leaf, like a tobacco leaf. And one thing that I really like to do, especially this fall and winter, has been to go outside and hang out while all of the men in my family smoke cigars and, just talk about everything that's happened. And it just reminds me of that. So I wear this actually quite frequently. It is definitely a more masculine scent, but I've heard other fragrance reviewers mention that they are women and they don't mind wearing this, and I just feel the same way. It brings back really good memories for me, and it smells not just tobacco. That tobacco note is really strong, but there's other spices in here, and there's almost like a powderiness to it once it dries down that I think makes any woman be able to carry this as well. Mashrabia It is a new Lattafa fragrance. I love it. It's smoky, it's sultry, it's seductive. I see that this is super unisex, but actually to me, it's just sexy woman, in my opinion. There's a smoke, there's a strength to this. This to me is a power woman. That's what I get when I smell this, and I absolutely love this smell. Okay, we've got Lattafa's Shake I'll Shayuk Luxe edition. There's something very masculine underneath this, but the top parts of the fragrance, it rounds it out to where anybody could wear this. It definitely has a Middle Eastern profile, in my opinion, but I really like this. It's very mysterious woman to me, and I love it. Cashmere Sunshine Musk is a very, very, very new addition to my collection. I love this. It is so bright. It is so warm. It is so inviting. Definitely, definitely floral, definitely feminine. I don't have anything else that smells like this in my collection. I love it. This is Paris Corners When Soul Gets High. This is like tobacco baby powder, y'all. Like if you, and I mean like diaper baby powder. When I first sprayed this, I was so excited. I think I screamed because I love the smell so much. It is a strong, strong opening. It'll hit you in the face. It's very complex and just absolutely stunning. And then as it dried down, I became more and more and more disappointed because it just smells like you mixed in a tobacco note with baby powder. And it's a very, 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 very strong scent. I sprayed it twice on my arm and I almost had to wash it off because it was so strong hours later. I'm not sure how I feel about this yet. Right now I'm just disappointed, and when I look at it, I'm trying not to give it a tongue lashing. Empire Empress is so confusing to me because to me, this is a very, very masculine. I sprayed it. I had my husband look at it and he was like, yeah, I don't understand why it's called Empress. They've marketed it obviously as a very strong woman, but when I smell it, all I smell is a great men's cologne. It's not like a gym bro cologne, as Samin would say. It's just a very masculine, resinous, super spicy cologne. And so I'm letting it sit to see how I feel later, but I'm a pretty strong, confident woman, and I don't think that I would go around wearing Empire Empress as of right now. Mirage Exclusive. Love the bottle. Oh my gosh, this bottle is so beautiful. I feel like a queen when I pull this out. However, the juice inside needs to sit somewhere, I believe, because right now it just smells like a hot mess. There are so many different complex notes vying for my attention in here, and even when it dries down, I'm just not getting it to settle down yet. It doesn't smell like it's everything's working in tandem. It doesn't smell like this rich, super complex, beautiful work of art fragrance yet. It's just a lot of different things, and so I will hold off on my review for a while. Okay, this is my last big batch of fall and winter fragrances that I want to go over with you. Okay, Charuto Tobacco Vanille from Pandora Scents, which is Paris Corner. This is Tobacco Vanille Tom Ford. It's very dual note of just tobacco and vanilla. It smells exactly like you would think it would. This one does not smell like When Soul Gets High, that tobacco baby powder. It's actually much more pleasant to me, and I really enjoy this. And what a cool, like, ambery looking bottle. It's heavy too. Love it. Love that frosted glass. Emir Identity Oud Crescent, super masculine. I enjoy this so much. There's some sort of fruity note that's coming up from the base notes that sits on top of those notes that is just very pleasant to me, and I wouldn't mind wearing this as a result. This is Maison Alhambra Exclusive Oud. I mean, it's oud. It's oud. What can I say? It's oud well done. I don't think this is an offensive oud, and I like the smell of it. It's blended well. I like it a lot. Yeah, Happiness Oud by French Avenue has that star anise note again mixed with oud. I really, really, really enjoy this. This is supposed to be an oud for happiness dupe, obviously. And it's wonderful. I love this smell. Definitely super unisex, but I'm here for it. Modest Dough is La Nuit Trésor, but it's got chocolate cherries in it. And it's super feminine, super beautiful, not quite gourmand. Love, 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 love this one. Infinity Rose is an atomic rose scent. It does not smell at all to me like Lattafa Amethyst, even though they have the same type of bottle. And they're said to be duping the same things. I disagree. They smell totally different to me. Infinity Rose is a super, super strong rose scent with a lot of spices surrounding it, and it's beautiful. I love this one. Maj al Sultan by Azdaf, which is also Latafa. Super Middle Eastern scent profile. I absolutely love it. It smells like a very, 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 very successful, wealthy man in a suit, maybe a vampire. I am into it, love it. Oud Moi is probably one of my favorite oud fragrances in my entire collection. It is done so well. It's definitely unisex, definitely a fall and winter scent, but I could even see wearing this out on a date. I mean, I don't know how many women are down with wearing oud on a date, but to be honest, if you were going to, and if someone was like, you have to, this is the one I would choose because it is so sensual and so almost animalic in a way. It's just sexy. I absolutely love this fragrance. It is 12 out of 10 for me. It's wonderful, absolutely beautiful. Then we have Cashmere Warm Oud, which is power in a bottle. If I if a billionaire came to me and said, which Middle Eastern fragrance do you recommend that I wear? It's this one. This one is Man in a Suit. This is a man who speaks softly because he can, because his money speaks for him. And he is not here to play. And you know it. Cashmere Warm Oud is one of the number one favorite masculine scent that I have in my entire collection. And that's saying something because I have quite a few masculine scents here. This one is something special. I love it. Okay, my last three are also pretty masculine scents, to be honest. So I have Shagaf Oud Azwad, Shagaf Oud Abyad, and Amir Al Oud White Oud. I do get the chocolate in here, but it's like chocolate mixed with rum, and there's a lot of alcohol, like burning my nostrils off every time I smell this so far, and that's fair because I just bought it like a month ago. Maybe not even that long ago. And so I'm gonna let this sit some more. It's a very pleasant smell. It's actually, when it settles down, not super offensive, and I am okay wearing this. It's more masculine leaning, but I think I would wear this just fine. Then we have these two. I don't think I would wear either one of these, to be 100% with you. They both smell, because they're Swiss Arabian, I can tell you, they are ready to be worn right away. We've got Shagaf Oud Azwad and Shagaf Oud Abyad. Both of them are delightful, delicious, super well blended smells. I will put the notes for each of these on the screen right now. Between both of them, they're both super masculine. To be honest, I prefer Shagaf Oud Azwad to Oud Abyad because Oud Abyad has a green note somewhere, green note or something that is bothering me in this one. And in this one, it's not here. This one's just very. It looks like the bottle. It's very inoffensive to me, but definitely a masculine profile in my opinion. There you go, guys. I hope you enjoyed this glimpse into my fall and winter Middle Eastern scents. Let me know if you have any questions. I have a ton of videos coming your way. I will say that this just came in the mail, all of these, and some of these are the latest and greatest scents, y'all. I've got Haraya from Paris Corner. I've got Coconut Leche from Paris Corner. Paris Corner Vuzingi, that's another new one that I cannot wait to unbox. I've got Eclair Affair coming as part of my haul. So I hope to see you in the next video where I'm going to unbox these and give you my first impressions.